XRP activity surges as the SEC and Ripple have filed their appeals. We're going to talk XRP price at the end, along with some juicy stats for you. MicroStrategy is paving the way for others to do the same, which would be great for crypto. Tether tells us what's backed its USDT. Hint, hint, it's a bunch of gold. Pennsylvania...
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Happy Monday, crypto and Web3 fans, and oh, do I got news for you. But before the news, ladies come first. Well, yes, ladies always come first, but your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share it in the beginning of the next one. Rickle Coach says, why Ripple gives tens of millions to Harris so she can dump it back on the market. Yeah, Larson gave 10 million XRP to a super PAC. That super PAC then will convert it and then give cashola to Harris. So yes, 10 million XRP back on the market. Sergio Love says, oh, man, love your show. I love the fans. Todd, the Unsulator, says, crypto with Klaus, Canadian Prefer, Marfoogle News, Redacted, what's your go-to channels? My go-to channels for what? For crypto, for entertainment, for outdoor adventure. Comment down below if you want to hear what my faves are. Bitcoin, let's do it, everyone. Bitcoin's in at 69,064, while ETH is at 2522. BNB close to 600 at 595, while Sol's at 176. Sweet pulling back from all-time highs at 170, down 5.5% last 24 hours, while XRP sits at 51.8. Now, is it altcoin season yet? Nope, it's 24 out of 100, so it's still Bitcoin season. MicroStrategy stock hits a 25-year high amid BTC surge. Yeah, MicroStrategy basically means you're investing in Bitcoin. MicroStrategy stock is a 25-year high, climbing 7.8% as BTC soared. The company, led by Sailor, has established itself as one of the largest institutional holders of BTC with over 150,000 BTC in its reserves. As Bitcoin rallied to new highs, it took MicroStrategy with it. So we've been talking about companies using crypto as a store of value. And oh, wouldn't it be nice if someone were to do the same with XRP? For real, wouldn't that be freaking cool? Company comes out and they're like, yo, we're buying $1 billion of XRP with our profits. It'd be freaking cool. Now, Metaplanet is doing the same thing. They're buying BTC and adding it to their books. So like I said, where's the company doing it with XRP? The recent acquisition, we're talking about Metaplanet now, brings the firm's BTC reserves to over 1,000 BTC, positioning Metaplanet as one of the top corporate BTC owners. Metaplanet's renewed commitment to BTC reflects a broader trend of corporations adopting crypto as their strategic reserve asset. Following the initial announcement in May, Metaplanet has steadily bought more and more and more. So again, we go back to the idea of store of value, treasury reserve asset, whatever you want to call it. Companies are putting BTC on their books. What is it going to take, though, for a company to put XRP on their books and start that fire? Because for real, everyone's been told, oh, banks and XRP. Dude, for real, Sailor's doing more good for BTC than like anyone else out there because he keeps stacking. And as Sailor and MicroStrategy have success with their stock reaching new all-time highs, other companies are like, oh, shit, we should do the same freaking thing. So how long until we get the XRP store of value play? Oh, we're talking states' rights versus federal rights. And if you saw the video yesterday regarding the other Ripple case involving XRP on a state level, this video will make more sense to you. If you didn't, guess what? I'll link it at the end because it was a banger. Pennsylvania passes bipartisan digital asset bill. So if the United States federal government can't get shit Ola done, we got to rely on the state level, ladies and gents. The United States state of Pennsylvania has passed a bipartisan bill aimed at providing greater regulatory clarity for digital assets and the 1.5 million residents of the state that invest in them. And you heard what I said, it's bipartisan bill, which means on the state level, they got Democrats and Republicans to go along with this, which tells you that this is a federal problem. States want to get down with crypto. States want to get down. A ton of states have passed state level regs regarding crypto. But we're still waiting for the feds. Sounds a lot like cannabis legislation, doesn't it, everyone? Last week, the Pennsylvania House of Representatives passed House Bill 2481, known as the Bitcoin Rights Bill, which protects residents' rights to self-custody digital assets. That's freaking huge. And enables Bitcoin as a legal form of payment and outlines taxation rules for Bitcoin. The bill passed with overwhelming bipartisan support in a 176 to 26 vote that could set the precedent for digital asset legislation on the federal level. No, it will not set the precedent on the federal level because the federal level, they don't want to work together with each other. But fuck it. We got to go states routes. We're going to go states routes. Now, what about Tether? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, Tether's going to crash, Tether FUD, Tether Black Swan. Tether these nuts because Tether's backing their shit up with big, juicy stuff. Listen to this. Tether CEO breaks down the reserves backing USDT. Ardonia revealed that Tether holds about $100 billion in US treasuries. USDC does the same thing. That's very common. More than 82,000 in Bitcoin. Again, very common to see here because Bitcoin is a great store of value while still be able to get appreciation. And 5.5 billion, that's how much the Bitcoin is worth. And 48 tons of gold. When we talk gold, we normally talk about the price of gold per ounce. I'm talking about tons. So take those ounces, convert them into pounds, put a whole bunch of pounds into tons. There you go. 48 tons of gold. The Tether CEO highlighted the asset reserves amid the fear, uncertainty, and doubt caused by a recent Wall Street Journal article, which claimed that U.S. authorities were probing the firm. Here's the thing. We deal regularly, and this is from Paulo, says we deal regularly and directly with law enforcement officials to help prevent rogue nations, terrorists, and criminals from misusing USDT. We would know if we were being investigated, as the article falsely claimed. Based on that, we can confirm the allegations in the article are unequivocally false. Basically, what Tether is saying is, look, we work with agencies, and they do. In fact, do you know that Tether worked on onboarding the FBI regarding crypto? Oh yeah, they've also worked with the Department of Justice. Oh yeah, Tether's also worked with international agencies on making sure that money laundering and illicit activities weren't happening using USDT. Now, enough of that stuff, because now we got to talk about XRP. Yes, we do. XRP's comeback. Ripple's SEC challenge fuels network interest. Amid this legal tussle, XRP's network activity is surging, signaling renewed interest and potential momentum for the digital asset. As XRP's active sending addresses reach a 6-month high, investors are keenly observing whether this uptick could translate into a price rebound. Essentially, what you're seeing is the launchpad, that meme coin launchpad, is developing and creating some new activity for XRPL. Now, I've got this along with these stats here up on the screen. And if you want to check them out yourself, as always, any article you see in this video will be linked to everyone in the description below. You're welcome to check it out. You can see how many XRP is held in reserves, what XRP is held in accounts, what accounts hold the XRP, and so forth. You could also check transactional data, number of successful transactions executed. You can see it's been kind of quiet here since the middle of July and August, right? We haven't seen anything big yet. Yeah, number of active accounts is up, but it's up slightly. It's not as big as it was in January of 2024. In fact, active accounts still under 20,000. That's not that many. Payment volume is still really low. No, people are not using XRP for payment as big as we thought they were. Payments from one account to another is super low. And again, waiting for the payment news. Now, is it affecting the price of XRP native token, this juicy good network news? No, it's not. And that's the key, everyone. It's not. So there is news out there that's good, but guess what? It doesn't have any action on the price. Now, that being said, XRP and their meme coin launchpad, it's going to take a bit more volume and a bit more oomph to make that happen. And honestly, Solana has one, okay? It took Solana some time for that to gain some traction. And what happened was we started seeing some really big pump-in action juice coins flowing on Solana. Once that happened, that's when you started seeing more action swinging over to Sol, which right now sits at 174. It was not too long ago about 130 bucks. So definitely action there. By the way, check out SWE. Pulling back big time from all-time highs. I keep telling everyone out there, crypto is pumps and dumps. Once something pumps, if it doesn't stay hot, juicy, naughty, and relevant, people move on, and that's what you're seeing with SWE right now. Got up to 225, got rejected there, and now people are pulling out. Same thing you saw with what, everyone? With Ton Coin. Remember when Ton was making its move, and I kept telling you, Ton is hot right now, but you know what's going to happen. It's going to be a pump and dumping. There you go. Ton now under $5. Yeah. So if something you see in this market is pumping, guess what? Most likely it's going to be what, everyone? Dumping. Now, in terms of XRP price, we're still above support levels, which is fine. Volume is still kind of but we understand that the weekend kind of sucked ass with volume. But until you get massive amounts of meme coin launches, and not only launches and creation meme coins, because if you create 1 million coins that don't do jack shit, you're not creating any sort of want or desire, are you? No. But what if you start creating meme coins that starts garnering some attention? Kind of like what you're seeing with like Andrew Tate and the others. What about Mother, Daddy, all those other ones? Yeah, like those meme coins, as much as they're stupid, are bringing attention to the chain. And by the way, if you do get a chance, just look at this. You can see a whole bunch of really cool stats. NFT tokens on XRP, really, honestly, that's dead AF. NFTs on Stellar are dead. Lightmint's dead, no big deal. But it's really cool to start looking at the accounts, what the size of the accounts are, how many XRP is in those accounts, how much is in the reserves. It's just a really cool thing. But with XRP price, you're going to need more than organic activity. You're going to need some what? Macro news. You're going to need some rate cuts, which we should be getting in about a week and a half. Okay, rate cut decision, 9 days away. I got your back, everyone. Actually, technically, it's 8 days by the time I record into this. You also got the presidential election. That's going to be a big one as well. I'm sorry, 9 days. Yeah, sorry, 9 days for rate cuts. So there's a lot of stuff that's coming up that could definitely be good for XRP and other laggards in the market. But we have to start looking at this going, but wait a minute. If more big companies keep piling into Bitcoin, and if those companies now are encouraging other companies to pile in Bitcoin, where's our XRP Sailor, savior out there? Because for real, what Sailor's doing for BTC, if there's a way to mimic that for XRP, XRP could really experience some juicy growth. And I'm not talking about the pumps to 65 cents and dumping on back down to 50 cents. I'm talking about big money where companies actually want to put it on their books. And right now, what are we seeing? We're seeing BTC put on the books as a treasury reserve asset over all the other alts out there. In fact, it used to be ETH used to see quite a bit of companies put on their books. Now you don't see that nearly as much. It's all about the BTC. But that can change because remember, not too long ago, companies weren't doing this as aggressively with BTC. Once those ETFs got in play, that's when BTC ownership really started blooming. And we know there are 2 XRP ETFs that have been filed. There's a trust already in, which you could convert into an ETF later. And there's an ETF filed that has a little bit of XRP in it, mixed in with a whole bunch of BTC and ETH to try to see if they could slip that one in through the regulators. So we got stuff out there that we can look forward to, but the reality is we need a Michael Saylor character to help out XRP and to start saying, yo, put XRP in your treasury reserve asset, put it on your books. Because if not, well, we got to wait for other macros, and some of those could take some time to develop. And companies putting crypto on their books is actually a really big thing because think about it. These companies usually buy in HODL, which is great for the price of XRP because what does that do? It works on the supply and demand side, right? Because if all of a sudden the supply is shrinking because more people are hodling and there's less available on the markets, well, then there you go. A little bit of demand action, a little bit of supply action. But we don't have that yet. And that's the crappy part. We're still waiting for a company to say, yo, put XRP on the books. And a lot of you are asking, Klaus, why isn't that happening? Number one, you got the SEC case. Number two, the price action just hasn't been the best. So when people are looking to put like a reserve asset down, they want something that has some movement going up. That's why Tether has a whole bunch of BTC to back up the USDT. Because not only are they doing it to hold their money, they're going, oh, we're going to make some money on the way up. So is MicroStrategy. So is MetaPlanet. So are some of the other BTC miners. There's a whole bunch of healthcare companies doing it. In fact, we're even seeing now pension funds get back into BTC now that the FTX, Celsius, Do Kwon losers are out of the picture. So who's going to set that standard for XRP? Who's going to be the company out there? The first one that says, yo, we're putting XRP on our books. We're holding it as a reserve asset. Hold on for the ride. Seriously, if that were to happen, XRP would witness a massive increase in price. But we got to wait for that to happen. And part of the problem is that going to happen when federally we've got problems with XRP? State-wise, we've got problems with some states. Some states are cool with it. Federally, it's a mess. No, until things get cleared up, companies probably don't want to take the risk because they probably don't want the SEC knocking on their back door. Yeah, that's a big problem because think about it. Garlinghouse just lost access to his banks. They told him, you got 5 days. Citibank told him, you got 5 days to take your money out of here, put it somewhere else because we know you're pro-crypto. So just even being like pro-crypto puts you in hot water with the bank. So imagine if companies were to put XRP on their books right now, it might put them in hot water not only with their banks, but with the SEC, and companies don't want to take that risk. That's why they're piling into BTC. That's why updated regs, are such a big deal for the XRP community. Now, I told you yesterday, and if you didn't see it, well, guess what? You get a chance to see it now. That there's some big things happening between states' rights and federal rights from crypto. The only problem is the states' right thing is about XRP being a security. Yeah, you can't make this up. They don't care what the federal judges say. They're doing their own thing, and trial is set to start in just a few weeks. That video will be linked up on the screen so you could check it out. Seriously, it's a messed up situation, but it's why regs need to get done. Now, what am I doing today? Well, I race in less than a week. Yep, 100K mountain race coming this Saturday. So I'm stretching, relaxing, doing a little bit of Pilates, hydration, of course, and yes, who can always forget? Choo-choo, bitches.